What if I told you that the downfall of most dreams doesn't come from one dramatic mistake or a single catastrophic event? Instead, it's something far more subtle, far more insidious. Success is rarely destroyed by one big failure, but by the small, seemingly harmless habits you ignore every single day. It's the little choices, the ones you barely notice, that quietly shape your future. Skipping that morning routine, procrastinating on important tasks, or letting distractions steal your focus, these are the real threats. Most people think that as long as they avoid disaster, they're on the right track. They believe dodging obvious mistakes is enough to guarantee success. But the truth is, success doesn't usually die with a bang. It dies quietly, through unnoticed fears, tiny comforts, and the slow buildup of excuses that pile up over time. Days turn into weeks, and weeks into years, while your dreams fade in the background. These silent killers creep in, suffocating your potential before you even realize it. They hide in your routines, in your comfort zones, and in the stories you tell yourself about why you can't change. Many people hustle every day, hoping and even praying for success, but never truly move forward. Because these hidden threats are quietly at work, sabotaging progress from the shadows. It's not about lacking talent, intelligence, or even opportunity. You might have all the skills and resources you need. But it's about what's secretly working against you, those invisible barriers and self-imposed limits that hold you back, even when you're trying your hardest. Today, we're going to shine a light on the 7 silent killers of success. We'll reveal what they are, how they operate, and most importantly, how you can destroy them before they destroy your future. Because awareness is the first step to freedom. If even one of these silent killers is present in your life, it could be blocking everything you want, your goals, your happiness, your potential. So, are you ready to uncover what's really holding you back? Let's begin. Wait for the right moment. We've all heard it, and maybe even said it ourselves. It sounds wise, almost responsible, as if patience alone will open the doors to our dreams. But how often does that right moment actually arrive? More often than not, waiting for the right time is just procrastination in disguise. It's a clever mask we wear to avoid discomfort, to sidestep the fear of starting something new or challenging. The myth of perfect timing is the first silent killer of success. Time slips by while we convince ourselves that tomorrow will be better, that next week we'll be ready, that someday we'll feel more confident. But every day you wait, you lose momentum, and momentum is everything. The longer you hesitate, the harder it becomes to start. Opportunities pass by, and the energy you once had fades away. Life rewards action, not hesitation. The people who achieve their goals aren't necessarily the most talented or the most prepared. They're the ones who take the first step, even when they're unsure. The people you admire didn't wait until they felt ready. They started scared and uncertain. Action creates clarity. Each small step forward reveals the path ahead, turning confusion into confidence. Waiting is usually fear of failing, judgment, or discomfort, hiding behind not the right time. We tell ourselves stories to justify our inaction, but deep down it's fear that holds us back. Ask yourself, what have you delayed hoping for a better moment? What dreams or goals have you put on hold, waiting for a sign that it's finally time to begin? The truth is, the only perfect time is now. There will never be a moment when everything feels just right. Progress begins the instant you decide to act, no matter how small that action may be. Take one small action today. Make the call, send the email, write the first page. Even the tiniest step forward breaks the cycle of waiting and builds momentum for tomorrow. Success belongs to those who move, not those who wait. Every achievement starts with a decision to begin, even when the timing isn't perfect. Don't let procrastination steal your future. Start now. The life you want is waiting on the other side of action. Take that first step today. How often have you held back because you feared what others would think? Fear of judgment is a silent killer, keeping dreams buried and voices quiet. Most critics aren't building anything, they're just watching from the sidelines. If you live for applause, you'll die by their silence. The people who achieve greatness risk looking foolish and face criticism to build something meaningful. Are you living for yourself or for someone else's approval? Don't let their noise drown out your purpose. Fear of judgment loses its power the moment you act anyway. Don't let this silent killer keep you small. Comfort feels good, but it's costly. It drains your potential and numbs you to growth. Comfort zone addiction is the third silent killer. Every major breakthrough comes from stepping outside what feels safe. Growth lives on the other side of discomfort. Are you living or just coasting? Start small, try something new, say yes to a challenge, embrace discomfort. Your dreams are just outside your comfort zone. Don't let comfort be the reason you never get there. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. A lack of discipline is the fourth silent killer. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. The most successful people aren't always the most talented, they're the most consistent. Every small disciplined action adds up. Where are you relying on motivation instead of discipline? Build one small discipline today. Read, walk, or turn off distractions. Discipline turns wishes into results. Don't let a lack of discipline quietly kill your dreams. Your environment shapes you every day. A negative environment is the fifth silent killer, draining your motivation and ambition. Who do you spend time with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? You become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Sometimes you need to limit toxic influences and seek out positive relationships. Your environment includes what you read, watch, and where you spend time. Even small changes make a big difference. Don't let a negative environment sabotage your success. Social media makes it easy to compare yourself to others' highlight reels. Comparison is the sixth silent killer. It steals joy and distracts you from your own journey. What you see online isn't the whole story. The only person you should compare yourself to is who you were yesterday. Celebrate your wins. Focus on progress, not perfection. Use social media for inspiration, not competition. Your story and timeline are unique. When you stop comparing, you start living. The most deadly silent killer is lack of self-belief. It's not always loud or obvious, but it quietly erodes your confidence from the inside out. You might not even notice it at first, but over time, it can become the biggest obstacle standing between you and your dreams. Self-doubt whispers that you're not ready or worthy, and if you listen, you stop trying before you start. It convinces you that your ideas aren't good enough, that you don't have what it takes, and that you'll only embarrass yourself if you try. This voice can be relentless, showing up in moments of vulnerability and holding you back from even taking the first step. But here's the truth. Every success story begins with belief in yourself. No one who achieved greatness did so without first deciding they were capable. That inner conviction is the fuel that powers action, persistence, and growth. Self-doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Most people don't fail because they tried and lost. They fail because they never tried at all. The fear of not being enough stops more people than any external obstacle ever could. Think about the times you talked yourself out of an opportunity because you doubted yourself. Maybe you didn't apply for that job, or you stayed silent in a meeting, or you let someone else take the lead because you thought you weren't ready. These moments add up, and over time they shape your reality. No one will believe in you until you believe in you. The world reflects back the confidence you project. If you don't trust yourself, it's hard for others to trust you either. Belief is a muscle. Remind yourself of your wins and strengths. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each victory, each step forward, is proof that you are capable of more than you think. Challenge the voice that says, "I can't." Don't let it go unchallenged. Ask yourself where that belief comes from and whether it's really true. Often, it's just fear in disguise. Replace it with, what if I can? Imagine the possibilities if you gave yourself permission to try, to learn, and to grow. The only limits that truly exist are the ones you accept. Your results rise or fall with your belief. When you believe in yourself, you unlock potential you never knew you had. You become more resilient, more creative, and more willing to take the risks that lead to real growth. When you trust yourself, you take bigger risks and recover faster. You see setbacks as lessons, not as proof that you're not good enough. You keep moving forward no matter what. Don't let a lack of self-belief destroy your dreams. Start believing today and watch how your world begins to change. The journey starts with a single thought. I am capable. Believe it, and you're already halfway there. Success rarely dies loudly. It fades through delay, fear, comfort, weak discipline, bad circles, comparison, and self-doubt. Now you can see the silent killers, and once you see them, you can defeat them. Every silent killer you destroy opens a door to new opportunities and the life you want. You have the power to change your story, one choice at a time. If this video helped you, subscribe for more. Comment below, which silent killer are you fighting right now? Your future changes the moment your habits do. Start today. Your best life is waiting.